Life is short. We're here to have fun, experience new things, new technology, things that make us go ooh or ah or holy that's fast. Life, in my humble opinion, is not a journey to be taken on the most boring path possible. No, the Cybertruck embodies change, it embodies the future. It says no, I'm not going to be dull, boring and monotonous like most other vehicles. It doesn't follow the rules, and that's why I love it. Because I don't like rules either, and unfortunately for me, I live in the UK. But after spending 48 hours in Vegas test driving this beast, I can confirm it is a beast, and I'd like to share with you all the things I loved and the things I found slight fault with. So let's go! Oh, welcome to the Tesla Jigsaw, I'm Will. Hello. Number 1, driving dynamics. The Cybertruck is a pleasure to drive. It's so easy to manoeuvre thanks to 4-wheel steering. The back wheels steer a little bit too, meaning you can tight turn with ease around car parks, make quick U-turns or getaways from angry mobs of Elon haters, or as I like to call them, confused admirers. Thanks to steer-by-wire, the steering squircle, which is half square, half circle, doesn't endlessly rotate to get a full lock, just a 3/4 turn and you're round the bend quicker than you can say, bite my shiny metal ass. If you've never experienced 4-wheel steering, have a go, it's marvellous. Number 2, performance. This was embarrassing. Imagine spending all that money on a Lamborghini to get out-dragged by a battery-powered Dairy Lee Triangle. Yes, these milk floats have come a long way, haven't they? This Cybertruck was not the full-on tri-motor 2.6 second 0 to 60 variant, which I assume was in the last clip that I showed you, but the more modest dual motor with a 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds. And yes, it still feels like the gravity of driving off a cliff. It's an endless source of amusement, blasting off from lights in this physics-defined truck. If you're a childish, fun-loving person who for some reason enjoys the pull of acceleration, you might like this truck, or any other Tesla for that matter. Number 3, practicality. A spacious cabin with 90-degree opening rear doors for extra wide passengers, I guess. A massive truck bed with retractable 2 cover. I still can't say that word for some reason. A front storage area too, known as the frunk, large enough to sit in and conduct an interview with Brian of Future Raza. Feel free to find that video later at Tesla Jigsaw. But inside it's got all the space you need, a beautiful glass roof as all Teslas enjoy, a minimalist, clutter-free interior with that massive central screen taking its rightful place centre stage. It's worth noting there's a growing list of accessories for Cybertrucks too, like this aftermarket step, which I think looks awesome and it's rather practical too, although you do lose a little ground clearance when off-roading. You can also get a drinks cooler for the frunk, a tent for on top, storage options and a light bar. I've got a feeling we're just getting started in the world of Cybertruck strap-ons. Oh, that reminds me. Where's the Cyberlander? This self-erecting, compact house complete with office, kitchen, bathroom, toilet, shower, all solar-powered of course, and even has built-in Starlink. Anyone got any news of a release date? Quick side note, seeing this a few years back made me take the plunge into the world of YouTube, dreaming of a time I might one day own my own Cybertruck complete with Cyberlander, where I could travel the world as a content creator, meet my adoring fans wherever my travels take me, then have a nice kip and a cup of tea in my Cybertruck. Oh well, I've got my cup of tea at least. Talking of practicality though, we rented our Cybertruck through Turo from a chap called Cameron who lives in Las Vegas. He just dropped it off in a car park for us to collect, added his Cybertruck to my Tesla app, and we were on our merry way. So easy, I didn't even meet him. Having a Cybertruck to play with on my app was fantastic. Just opening and closing the bed cover and frunk made me happy for some reason. Easily pleased, I guess. Number 4, off-road capabilities. It's also a very capable off-roader. Electronically adaptive air suspension offers 12 inches of travel and 16 inch of ground clearance. You can grow multiple inches at the touch of a button. If only everything in life would grow that much. I planted a plum tree in the garden years ago that's barely grown an inch. Oh, speaking of plums, let's talk seat comfort. One of those tiny criticisms I have about the Cybertruck is seat ventilation. It's just not blowy enough. I felt more puff coming out of a puff pastry than I did these seats. Maybe it's just a software update away. Come on Tesla, whack a load more voltage up the motor or something. Climate control was excellent though. Plenty of chill for the glorious sunshine of Las Vegas. God, I miss it so much. Why do I live in England? Actually, while I'm talking seats, there's one more issue that I did notice. I'm not the widest of chaps. Obviously, the Cybertruck seats weren't built for me in mind, but I just found them a bit too wide. The side bolsters didn't reach me, which meant I was sliding around them somewhat when driving briskly or off-road. Perhaps adjustable sides might be a nice addition, or maybe go the whole hog and add one of these. This is great. We blasted up and down the off-road tracks of Nevada, tackled a few challenging inclines, and the Cybertruck managed everything we threw at it with ease. Once we'd covered each other in a thick layer of dust, we headed to the main event, the very purpose of our trip, the St. George Tesla Light Show, brought to you by Simon, who creates these spectacular synchronized music and light shows, which brings members of the Tesla community together all over the world. Do check out xlightshows.io for upcoming events near you, and be sure to get involved if you have a Tesla. There's a Christmas one coming up next on the 7th of December. Get involved! Number 5, running costs. I couldn't help but ponder, if I were to one day own a Cybertruck here in the UK, assuming I've not been imprisoned for sharing an opinion, the cost for me to fully charge a Cybertruck on my cheap overnight tariff from Octopus Energy, link in the description below if you want to join the best energy provider and split £100. Let's do a quick calculation. I pay just 6.67p per kilowatt hour of electricity, so that times 123, which is the size of the battery pack in the Cybertruck, that equals £8.20. That would give me roughly 300 miles of range. That's £2.70 for every 100 miles, 2.7 pence per mile. And like all electric cars, if you install solar panels at home, you can fuel your car for free, forever. I still can't grasp why this isn't the no-brainer of no-brainers for those that can afford to put solar panels on their roof. But hey, I guess like Tesla vehicles, everyone is learning about this opportunity at different speeds. But you know, free fuel forever? Yes, please. Number 6, ride quality. It's so quiet and refined inside this classy cabin. If you think it's missing a zillion plastic buttons, you're just stuck in the past. It's minimalist perfection. Everything you need is on that screen at a moment's notice. But most functions are simply automatic, so you don't need to do anything. That ludicrously large window wiper, automatic. The climate control, automatic. Seat positions, user profiles, high beams, auto software updates, auto lock and unlock when you walk up to the vehicle. Even the air suspension adjusts automatically based on speed or road conditions. It even has auto gear selection, where the vehicle automatically shifts between drive and reverse based on surrounding obstacles. As Elon Musk likes to say, the best process is no process. The Cybertruck takes care of all monotonous tasks and adapts to you. The cabin noise that we could hear came from the wonderful whine of the electric motors. Listen to this. Followed by the hum of the thick treads from those enormous wheels. Non-off-road tyres are available now, giving both more comfort, a quieter ride, as well as increased range. Overall, its ride comfort is up there with the best of Teslas, and certainly a massive leap up from my made in California original Tesla Model 3, aka Bruce. Still, the best car I've ever owned though. If you've still never seen a Cybertruck in real life, no screen like this will prepare you for its brilliant ridiculousness. Whilst this photo of me gives you an idea of its true size, with what looks like a mini-me giving it a cuddle, it is in fact smaller all round than the footprint of a long wheelbase Ford Transit van, for example. Vans, of course, navigate our roads with ease, so any argument about Cybertrucks being too large for our roads is just nonsense. Too big for some of our car parking spaces here in the UK due to 1970s stupid size regulations that need an update, yes, but as far as travelling around on our roads, not a problem. You may have noticed even the odd lorry or bus gets around just fine. Sure, buy a tiny car if that floats your boat, but the width of a Cybertruck isn't much different to a Model 3. Spending 48 hours with a Cybertruck cemented my view that Tesla is still so far ahead in the world of electric vehicles, software, technology, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, what's acceptable even. There's plenty of people that hate the Cybertruck for what it is, and that's why I love it so. It breaks all the rules, it doesn't conform to normalcy. Despite its flaws, it battles on regardless. Bit like me, really. I've got one more thing to show you before I round this up, but before I do, if you want to support this little channel, chuck us a like and subscribe, join me on Patreon for extra content, Q&As, meetups and more. Your support is literally keeping me going and is massively appreciated, thank you. But it's this that took us all by surprise. The Cybertruck also gave us our first experience of Tesla's newest full self-driving software, version 12.5.5. We knew it would be a step up from the autonomous software that's running on ours and most other Teslas, but holy moly, this confident, ghostly chauffeur came alive and drove us around Vegas for hours flawlessly. Check it out next, it's absolutely mind-blowing, it's the future. Special thanks to Patreon supporters Greg and Matt who joined me on this epic little trip to Las Vegas, and to Simon of Tesla Light Shows for inviting me and putting on a spectacular event in St. George. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you, Patrons. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.